Well, I don't know what I did, but I'm live on YouTube, shirtless. Nobody out there but me. I had to come in from outside. I got a little bit red. So I know I gave nobody no warning. So here I am. I should see somebody peek in and right about now and go, oh, shirtless man, and then go away. Anywho, standing out of the sun for a little bit. It's barreling down on my truck right now, so I don't want to get too burned up. It's too hot to wear a shirt. And I ain't no big hurries. So I thought I'd come in here and see what y'all are up to. My hair looks crazy, huh? I don't have a hat put on, so we'll just have to live with it. So. I can't get it. What's the wrong way? I don't know. Oh, Ruthie knows we're live. She's in there doing her thing.
You're going to walk away from the video?
Well, there's nobody on it right now. Hey y'all, what's going on? What's it say? Michael Wallace. Hi, Stephen from California. We're at California. Edward and Fat Man, what's up, y'all? Just playing around and somehow I ended up on live. So, oh, so here I am trying to get out of the sun for a little while. I didn't tell Ruthie that it was going live, so she's freaking out. Oh, well, hopefully I don't need a moderator. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. I ain't got too many haters. I know we got a couple. What was that one guy that was hating on us? He called himself a troll. Can't remember. You know, when I was holding my phone, I was being a phone head. That white pickup it's still blaring through there. The sun is really something out there. You need. I appreciate you, Fat Man. Where are you at in California? Okay. Yeah, I think I was too. It's the first time he's been live for a while. That's when he was live in the truck driving home. Tim was. Yeah, I just been out trying to catch up on things around the house since I got 3 weeks off. And I'm really dragging my feet because I don't want to pull the transmission on the pickup and put clutches in it. But if I if I end up with everything done, I might have to do it. So my brother called. He got out of the joint last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago. So he's called and was talking to him, and then AJ called, and he's wanting to know what's going on. I was telling him trying to stay out of the sunshine. It's a little hot after getting cooked for a while, but man, I needed to get some sun. My skin was pale. I hadn't been in the sun for a while, so I needed it. I needed all the vitamin D I could get. I just don't want to overdo it. Look at Ricky B in there now. She knows we're live. She's in there painting her face on.
I'm not. I have no makeup on. I have no makeup on.
Hey, Michael.
Steven doesn't tell me that we're going live. He just goes live.
Well, I tried 3 times and couldn't get on, so.
I didn't put any makeup on. I'm just as pale as can be.
Anyway, so.
Who do we have here?
Say hi to Michael.
Michael Wallace.
From California.
Edward
he won't
Williams,
tell me from where in California.
The fat man.
Willie's Pub is here.
No, Steven, just I'm in the next room working on a video, our next video, and he's like, "Oh, I'm live." He does that. I don't know why you do that. You don't ever give me any notice.
I ain't gotta give anybody a notice.
Well, you just didn't. You just said, "Oh, here I am live."
I didn't know I was going live. I just pushed live, and here we are.
Yeah.
Just see if anybody has any questions.
Let's see. Michael Wallace says, I'm from Fullerton, California.
Oh, Fullerton.
There's Doc. Doc's on. Willie's friend, Doc, is on.
Hey, Doc. I ain't seen y'all around for a minute, Mr. Tall Doc.
Let's see. So we have, it looks like we have 9 people so far, our count. And no, I would have preferred to have a little bit of makeup on, but no, I'm as rough looking as can be. I'm not looking like a glamour girl tonight.
Wow, you're down in the Los Angeles area? Wow. I kind of stay away from that area myself. So hopefully you like it down there.
Willie's Pub says, how long are you going to be home? How long are you going to be home?
Probably 3 weeks. So that's what I'm looking at, 3 weeks.
Doc says he's been busy.
Yeah, how we all?
Well, I'm glad you pulled the curtains too, so the light's not.
Well, the pickup's sitting out there, it's shining right on the back.
Oh, the white pickup is outside those blue curtains, and so the sunlight was hitting the pickup truck. So anyway, well, Steven, what was your main goal for doing the live tonight without even telling me, just springing it on?
For all the people want to ask questions, since all the things have happened in the last 2 or 3 weeks. See, I went to, where did I go? The last place I went to Las Vegas. The last time since I done a live, I was a bonehead hero.
Oh, yeah.
And made a video saying that Tim and his dad and his family are good people, and got attacked because I was holding my phone in my hand, and dummy me, I was recording myself in a mirror and didn't know it. And I didn't review the video before I uploaded it. And so anyway, so I heard about it.
Well, at least you didn't make bonehead.
No, but I made phonehead.
Willie,
and then we picked up a troll. What was the troll's name?
Oh, Elite Army.
Yeah, we made it on his video. So
Willie's Pub.
He called us Big Belly Bubble.
Yeah, we did not make Bonehead, but we made Elite Army's video, so that was interesting. So Willie's Pub made a nice comment. He says, "You two guys kill me. You remind me of me and the wife."
Yeah.
So, and then
I can't get rid of her. I try.
That's not very nice.
Every time I go outside here, she comes following me around the camera.
I've been letting you do your own thing. That's why you've been making your own stuff.
She did a midday, whatever.
But I haven't posted it yet. I was actually in the editing studio, editing a video in the room next door for your midday checkup. And then all of a sudden I hear Steven saying, "Okay, I'm live. I'm like, okay, well, that's news to me." He didn't even tell me we were going to go live. He does that to me. He does that. He'll get on here and he'll just go live and not tell me.
She does that. She repeats herself.
So Willie's Pub said there will always be haters out there, and you know that.
Yeah, well, we've been discovered.
Hello, Charles Baker.
Only because I was standing up for Tim, so can't stand up for Tim without getting attacked.
So you're the only, actually, that we know of, you're the only one that has made a video.
I mean, there's plenty of subscribers and followers that love Tim, but as far as people making videos, people don't make videos to stand up for him, other than Steve.
Charles Baker, what's up, Big Belly? Love your videos.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Charles Baker. Oh, that's not very couth. Blowing your nose into the camera like that. That's disgusting. Oh, why are you doing that?
Because
that's disgusting.
It's part of nature.
That's disgusting.
You want to throw it in the garbage for me?
No. Oh, it's full of snot.
Well, was you full of poop? Or is that in the wrong end?
Wrong end. Let's see. Willie Pub. I keep the wife off of YouTube. You keep your wife off of YouTube, Charles.
Hey y'all,
Charles Baker.
I know y'all know who I'm going to talk about, but
well, before you do that, let's read some of the comments.
Have you seen or heard what happened to Coach's TV? He lives right next to me. We went out and had dinner together. I'm fixing to call him, find out what's going on. I haven't seen him on YouTube in a long time.
Let's see. Charles Baker, I really enjoy watching you all. Well, thank you, Mr. Charles. He says you're welcome. Willie's Pub. I would fart just to piss off my wife.
Coach has been MI. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I guess I have his phone number. I should call him up and find out what's going on with it.
Yes. So Stephen and AJ and I actually had lunch with him.
Yeah, we had a dinner date.
Like 3 years. That
him
was
and
3
his
years
wife
ago.
and Ruthie and I and AJ went to Murray, and we had a steak dinner together.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago, if you can believe that.
But he teamed up with that other guy, and they went trucking together, and next thing you know, they just vanished. All of them, both of them.
Okay.
What was your question?
Well, I was just reading the comments. I mean, you were jumping into a topic before we read the comments. So far, we still have Michael Wallace. We still have Doc. We have Willie's Pub. We have Charles Baker. It says we have 11 people watching, but I don't think.
So, what was his name again? Was it Stephen?
Michael Wallace.
Michael
Wallace.
So yeah, I went to high school in San Bernardino, down there, pretty close to you. I was born in Bakersfield, and I grew up in Monterey County, Salinas, Prunedale area. So I know where you're at.
What made you think about Coach? What made you think about him?
I've been thinking about him lately. I was wondering what happened to him, how he didn't sign off, didn't say he was. All I know is that he was working with that one guy, and they teamed up, and they were making a videos, and next thing you know, there's nothing. So I don't know if they went to jail or got killed or what.
Too many trolls were attacking the coach, so he got off of YouTube, and the staffed 18 up to his they staffed 18th up with his partner. What does that mean? They staffed 18th up with his partner. Do you know what he's talking about?
Not exactly sure, but
too many trolls were attacking the coach, so he got off of YouTube. The staffed 18th up with his partner. Not sure what you're referring to, Willie's Pub.
They teamed up with his partner.
Don Hoffman is here. Enjoy your videos. That's from Don Hoffman. Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. Michael Wallace says, I have lived in Fullerton all my life.
Wow.
Oh, Doc wants to know if the Cortner shop is still open.
No, since Willie was working on a big transmission and he left, and that transmission is still sitting there in the middle of the floor since he left, and it hasn't been opened up since. So uh, uh, when Jerry died, the son-in-law kept it open only for Willie to do work, and when Willie left, it hasn't been open since. I mean, uh, KC, he goes over there and tweaks around and stuff and sells parts out of there. But as far as the shop being open, no, it's not open. Hasn't been open since Willie left.
But imagine if that was your transmission and it's just been there since the man died. Imagine if that was your transmission. Just a dead man. No, I mean the man's dead and your transmission is not finished. Can you imagine?
I guess you have to move on.
Um, Michael Wallace says, I will be 63 in October. Well, Stephen will be 63 in 11 days. He's about to be 63 on July 14th.
Not.
So y'all are the same age, Michael Wallace.
That's not true.
Willie's Pub. Yeah, he turned up on the truck with someone, and then the trolls attacked both of them, talking about Coach.
Oh. Yeah, that's too bad.
Don wants to know, did you get the rest of the diamond plate on the truck?
I got all the. I have a big, about 4 feet of it left, but I'm gonna. Before Ruthie came out and stopped me from working on the headache rack, I was fixing to put some shelves in, and I was debating if I should use that diamond plate that I have left, or I found a shelf that's in my container that I might be able to put in there, and that way I don't have to do any modifications or anything. I just put it in there and screw it to the wall. So I think that would be the best thing to do, the quickest thing to do.
Bye, Willie. Willie's Pub is leaving. Willie's Pub's. I wish I had more time. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I could probably answer all of your questions you have about Coach, but at the moment I have to go. I'm going to be going by tonight on my channel. If you feel like he's going, I guess he's going to be
going
live,
not by.
I'm going to be going, well, on my channel. If you feel like stopping by live, then he typed live. Yeah.
All right, Willie. See you later, Mr. Willie.
Orion Craft wants you to sell him your 350. Orland,
yeah, right.
I'm sorry, Orland. I'm sorry about that. Orland Craft says, "What's up, Steven? Sell me your 350."
Yeah, right. Not happening.
Doc says, I thought that they might have an auction at the shop, but no one would know what fits what.
Yeah, KC's not hip with the stuff that's there. Willie knew where everything was. Willie knew what the stock was. When Jerry died, he knew what the stock was. Willie knew what the stock was, but since Willie's been gone, Casey has not a clue what's in there. And so I usually, when I go ask for something, I don't even ask anymore. I just go in there and hunt around until I find it. So
you need to make that clear that you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, is down the street there is a guy who had a business that worked on big heavy machinery, and he had coal mine equipment and stuff like that, and he ran it was a successful business. He owned a lot of land, a lot of machinery, and when he died, he left the property to his daughters, and one of the daughters' husbands, named KC, took over the place, and the place was closed until they got Willie to come back, and he was a mechanic that had been there for many years, and they opened the shop back up for him. And while Willie was there, they kept the shop open, but when Willie left, they closed the shop down. And so it's an old big heavy equipment
Caterpillar shop.
It's an old heavy equipment, bulldozers and stuff like that shop down the street that's been closed up for years, but a lot of the machinery's still there. So,
Oh, Doc says self-service.
well, yeah. When I go down there, if I ask, he doesn't know what I'm asking for. I just have to go hunt for it. And the only reason why I know anything's there is because I used to hang out with Willie, and just work around and I've gone down there. Well, I've lived here for 20 years, so I've been going down there for 20 years. So kind of have an idea what's there, but even I get confused when I'm looking at stuff. But Willie would show me, when you're looking for stuff, I would watch Willie, and Willie they have books. It's not on computers. They have books with where everything is in the shop. So
right, it's not it's
ledgers.
Right, old-fashioned ledgers. I had to go get my glasses just to read the comments. I'm getting old. I'm getting where I can't read the screens without my glasses. These are readers, by the way. They're not prescription. I have 2 or 3 pairs of readers. I don't wear prescription glasses, but I wear readers. Now my birthday is also this month. Stephen has a birthday, and I have a birthday. I will be 47, so I guess it was last year I started wearing reading glasses last year. But hey, I think that's pretty good to go until you're 46 without even reading glasses. So Willie knew that stuff inside and out.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Frankie Albright. Hi guys, I'm here just watching, not commenting a lot. Rest assured, I watch every video and the shorts. Every video
and the shorts.
And the shorts.
Ruthie puts up 5,000 freaking shorts a day.
No, I don't. I put up some, but not that many.
Yeah.
So Frankie, you're gonna turn. That's amazing if you watch every video. And
I don't even watch the shorts.
Oh, let me tell you about that. Let me tell.
Look at. She's gonna get an attitude.
He does not.
She's getting an attitude.
He does not watch the shorts.
I got a life to live. I make a video. I don't need to watch all kinds of shorts.
But I'm behind the scenes and I'm coming along and I'm putting up shorts, and he does not watch. You're changing the light. He's changing the. Oh, that looks better. Actually, I think he's changing the light again. We have a light there that he's changing.
You're making
colors.
me sneeze. Stink.
I do not stink.
Oh well, you do something. Making my nose itch.
I like the other color that you had. I think I like that better. I don't know. He's changing all the light settings. So Stephen does not watch the shorts that I put up. He does not.
Do y'all watch the shorts that Ruthie puts up?
Well, Frankie Albright does. He says, I watch every video and the shorts. And he said, and the shorts.
I can't watch the shorts. I mean, I'll watch 1 or 2, but Ruthie puts up 50 of them a day. So,
well, thank you, Frankie Albright. I really do appreciate that. Well, just decide on one of the light settings, Stephen. Just decide.
Mellow out.
And I don't stink.
Funny. Well, something's wrong with you, making me sneeze.
Well, you were snotting into your snot rag there a minute ago.
Well, when you came along, sitting next to me, you messed up my allergies.
Oh, Matt, from Lawn and Landscape is here. Hi, Matt. Nice to see you here. Thank you for saying something.
Yeah, I saw some of your videos on Facebook.
Oh, you watch them on Facebook?
I saw you made some videos the other day.
Oh, okay. So Frankie Albright, I have a question for you. Thank you so much for making your comment. But yes, you are correct when you say that you don't comment. You said you say I watch every video and the shorts, but you're not one that makes a lot of comments.
I took the 350 down to the store today and yesterday. I went and picked up some watermelon and some fried chicken. Fried chicken and watermelon. Sounds like summer picnic.
What are you doing? What's your problem? Ow! He just smacked me. What's that all about? Cup Walker, the shorts help the guys that are real busy keep up with how awesome you are. Oh, nice. That's from Cup Walker. Of course, you wouldn't
Look at
know that since you don't watch the
pickup
shorts.
light coming through the back of my head. See it? Watch. Right there.
Oh, the sunlight's coming through the curtains, playing with the light back there. So thank you, Cup Walker, for that. Oh, Pop Tart Gone Trucking is here.
Hey, Pop Tart.
Yeah. She always says y'all. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
She's like, hi y'all. That's definitely a Southern thing. Well, I mean, you're in North Carolina and we're in Kentucky, and that is definitely.
When I moved to Kentucky, I couldn't figure out why everybody was fixing stuff. I mean, they were fixing this and fixing that, and I was like,
so Pop Tart would
everything around
understand
here
that.
broken. Why are y'all fixing everything?
That's right. That's a Southern thing. I'm fixing to. I'm fixing to. I'm fixing to. And so he's like, what's everybody fixing? That's an expression that we Southerners use, just like Pop Tart uses y'all, like we always use y'all. Edward Williams, I'll always say hi, but hardly chat much. Okay, well, hi, Edward Williams.
That's me. When I try to text, it takes me about 30 minutes to write hi.
Pop Tart sends us hugs. Hugs everybody. Yes, I knew you were in North Carolina. She says Raleigh, North Carolina. I knew you were in North Carolina.
So, what do you guys think about my old antique 3-door headache rack that I've been installing? It's definitely been a lot more work than I anticipated. It's not like you just throw U-boats on it and go. It's been a handful. It's been a lot of work, but I'm fixing to get done with it.
Fixing to.
I am. I'm fixing to get done with it.
Just I'm fixing. Pop Tart wants to know, what did she miss? She said
nothing. It's just
we're just running our mouths.
I just pushed the button live and here we are. I'm trying to cool off my sunburn. So
that's the Pop Tart he did. I was editing a video in the next room, and all of a sudden he says, well, we're live, and you didn't even have a shirt on.
Yeah, I didn't.
You were shirtless.
Yeah.
I'm glad you put a shirt on.
So I got a shirt off. See.
Are you flashing everybody?
I'm sunburnt.
He's flashing.
Red.
Well, I'm not going to flash everybody. So
go ahead. Your turn.
I am not going to flash anybody. So, but we might get the views that way.
Throw your hangers out there.
Whatever. So, but that's how a lot of females get views.
Knockers.
A lot of women get views by showing flesh, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, John's Adventures. Hi, Ruthie and Stephen. John's Adventures. He's the man that goes back and goes through our archives and watches all of our old videos.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Again.
So John, I want to put this plug in for John's Adventures. So John has spent a lot of time going
in our
back.
Archive. So
we have over 8,000 videos.
Yeah, we have 8,000 videos. So we started 5 years ago. Our channel grows real slow because we don't have a whole lot of, flashy stuff, and it's just, Anyway, so in 5 years we got 8,000 subscribers, and but we have bukus of videos in 5 years.
We have a video just for about every subscriber. We have like 8,000 videos and 8,000 subscribers. We got two Eds here. We got Edward Williams, and then we have Mr. Ed from Big Rig RVS. Big RVS. So he says, "What's up, you two?" And then so that's
RVS.
Yeah, he's here, Mr. Ed from Big RVS. He's here. Right there.
Oh, big RVs.
Big RVs.
What is that? RVS.
Well,
what's an RVS?
So what's up, you two? And then we got Edward Williams. Like it, brother. Looks good on your truck. He likes your headache rack.
I appreciate it. So it's going to be in the video that Ruthie's putting up today, but the hinges. I don't know how old that thing is. It's probably as old as the truck, but the hinges are shot, and they're probably hanging down at over 1/4 of an inch, and so the doors are sliding on the bottom of the cabinet. And so when I get done with the putting the shelves in, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill all the piano hinges out and flip them upside down, and put new rivets in them because I don't want the door hanging down on the bottom. I want it to be on there correctly. So, and then I'm gonna put my door sills on after I redo the hinges. Yeah, if I had known that that headache rack was gonna be that much work, I probably would have never even tried putting it on there.
Well, you couldn't have done it without. Oh, this is funny. So Tim Gentry's father's name is Finest, F-I-N-S, Finest, and somebody says, "What's the Finest?"
Yeah, Finest did all the fabricating for me.
So that was nice.
Of the steel. So I'd have been, if it wasn't for Finest, I'd have just threw some chains on it and been on my way.
So Big RVS, which is Mr. Ed, he says, just checking on you all. Have a happy 4th and a good birthday. Mr. Ed's birthday is July the 9th.
Happy birthday.
And Stephen's birthday is July 14th, and they're the same age, born in 1962. So Ed is July the 9th, and you're July the 14th of 1962. So happy birthday to you too, Mr. Ed.
Yeah, but I'm going in the other direction. I'm going down. I'm not getting older.
Oh, yeah.
I found a new vitamin.
Brian Adams, hello from Washington State. Hey, isn't Brian Adams the name of a famous musician, like a musical artist? Brian Adams, like there is a Brian Adams that is a singer. But I think it's spelled different. I think he spells his Brian Bryan. But Brian Adams, hello from Washington
That's what my
State.
brother is. He's just learning how to use his phone.
Oh, you're reading comments that I haven't got to yet. So thank you for commenting.
You're in Eastern Washington or Western Washington?
Yeah, Brian Adams, what part of Washington are you?
Or are you in the desert?
Cup Walker, what is your favorite diesel engine?
Mine?
Yeah, he's asking what your favorite diesel engine is.
Oh, yeah. Well, mine is pretty obvious. I've owned nothing but cats.
Y'all is definitely a southern thing. I live in Wendell, North Carolina. The headache rack looks good. You and Ruthie are cool. Keep up the videos. Well, thank you, Hank Smith. We're cool, Stephen.
Cool.
We're cool.
There. Let me see. COOL. What's that spell? Cool.
Cup Walker, I might try at YouTube one day. I just learned how to use a phone and emojis.
Man, I gotta go take a urinalysis.
What?
I just got notified that I gotta go do a UA.
Well, you got an email saying you have to do a UA.
Yep, clearinghouse.
It says, Dear Stephen Howard, on July 3rd, Gentry and Sons requested access to your information to do a urinalysis. Well, at least you're not on the road and you can take care of that. But tomorrow's
I've already done them.
Yeah, but that was 4 months ago.
They need another one?
I guess so. In fact, it was March the 1st. This is July the 3rd, and it was March the 1st. Y'all know how I'm about dates. Y'all know I'm a date person. It was March the 1st that you did your UA for the first time for Gentry. So maybe you have to do it. Maybe you have to do it every 4 months.
Consent requested. An employer has requested to access your. They just want to access it.
Oh, they just want to access it?
So, yeah, you know how each one of them have to have permission to access it?
Oh.
Well, they haven't had permission, so you got to get on there. Remember how you give that permission?
I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, it says urgent.
Well, okay.
So.
Okay.
So, in other words, they haven't been able to access it.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that's news to me.
So anyway, that has to be taken care of.
Okay. Brian Adams. Oh, you think that the other Brian Adams musician? I can't. You don't like his music, Brian Adams? You don't like his music? Reba Smith says, wow, kids, in 1962, I was in high school.
Yeah, I was just on TV yesterday, and I noticed you can't make comments on there. So.
Who can't make comments?
When you're on the big screen. You have to get on your phone to make comments.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So Reba Smith said that she was in high school in 1962. Well, that was the year Stephen was born, and it's like
Who
1960.
said that?
Reba Smith. She says, "Wow,
Reba Smith, you were in high school. See,
in
my sisters were in high school when I was a kid. They taught me how to write my name in cursive before I ever went to kindergarten. So,
And I wasn't even born until 1978. So if you think Stephen is a kid, I must be a baby, I guess.
you don't exist yet.
We're 16 years. We are 16 years, 2 weeks, and 3 days apart. He's July 14th, 62, and I'm July 31, 78. We're both July babies, 16 years.
Bryan Adams is a Canadian singer and songwriter.
Oh yeah, see, he spelled his with a Y, B-R-Y. He has that famous song.
65 years old.
Oh, everything I do for you from the Kevin Costner movie.
He's 5'8".
Cup Walker, only the finest. Oh, I guess you're talking about finest gentry. The funniest thing. This is funny. I think it's funny. Stephen thought that Tim's dad's name was Finest, like the finest coffee, the finest china, the finest chocolate, like that's fine. Like the finest, Finest, like, ooh, that's fine. But no, it's Finis, finest, not finis, but finest. That's the name of Tim Gentry's dad, is Finest Gentry. And somebody says in the comments, what's the finest?
Yeah.
That's funny. That is an unusual name.
I remember when Finest introduced himself. I asked him what his name. I said, well, so what's your name? He said, Finest. And I said, what? He said, Finest. I said, what? Finest. I'm not getting you. What are you saying? Finest. That name, I'd never heard it before.
He was thinking of like fine coffee, like finest coffee.
Imagine telling somebody your name and the guy's going, what? That was me going, what?
So it's Finis, finest, not finis, but finest. Okay, Frankie Albright. He says, no, I don't comment much because I watch on my TV when I get home. And he says, I'm a driver too. So he's a watcher, but he doesn't make many comments, but he's a watcher. Well, I'm glad to have you as a watcher.
I understand that. I mean, my tablet's going all the time, but I'm not texting. I don't even believe in texting and driving. That's a good way to tear something up.
You don't want to be on bonehead truckers. So.
Bonehead truckers.
Oh, phone. That's right. You don't want to be on Phonehead Truckers. Yeah. So, okay. So, Mr. Frankie, even though you don't make many comments, I do appreciate you watching our videos. And thank you, Mr. Frankie Albright, for joining us on our live tonight. Cup Walker gives you...
In my 1966 model.
Cup Walker gives you an arm. He's giving you an arm emoji. I'm not sure what that's about, but he's giving you an arm emoji. Doc says, when I had to
do... It's probably because my arms is out.
Oh, is that what? Oh, is that why you're giving him one of those?
Big guns.
Doc says...
They used to be big guns. Now they're just saggy old arms.
When I had to do a whiz quiz, I would tell them, I bet I'd peg the needle. What am I missing here? Doc, this is Doc saying, when I had to do a whiz quiz, I'd tell them I bet I'd peg the needle. That must be over my head. What's he referring to?
Where's it at?
Right up here. When I had to do a whiz quiz, I'd tell them I bet I'd peg the needle. Doc, I have no idea. Woo! It's over my pay level.
Your analysis.
Oh, is that? Oh, is that?
Cut.
Oh. I get it now, only because you pointed it out. Cup walkers. Yeah, I'm slow. Okay, in that regards.
Look at Richie's as red as my sunburn.
Um, Cup says, yeah, man. It's just to make sure that you're not out raising hell. I have to do that all the time. So again, we're talking about your urinalysis, I guess. Um,
I haven't had a drink or drug or anything like that since 1999.
John's Adventures. I'm a 1966 model myself, and my wife is a 1972. We have been married 34 years this Saturday, so the 5th of July. This is July the 3rd, Thursday, July 3rd. So you're telling me that your wedding anniversary is July the 5th, and 34 years. So he was born in 66, and his wife was born in 72, and they've been married for 34 years. Well, happy anniversary to John and his wife. Happy anniversary. And again, you all, John's Adventure has been an amazing person on our channel. He's gone back through our archives. We've been on YouTube for 5 years. And for the past several months, John has gone back into our archives and found all kinds of old videos and has watched those. And so thank you for that. I'm acknowledging that. And John said, thank you for that.
Yeah, nothing changes around here, does it?
Cup spells his name. Cup is talking about how you spell. It's Finis. That's how you spell finest. And Doc has said, yeah, that's right, Doc. I was a little bit slow. He's correcting me on the urinalysis.
It's okay. That's why them youngins are,
Cup says it's a pretty badass name.
You can't tell a story without 10,000 interruptions. So, see.
Oh, Cup is saying that the chat is about 25 minutes delayed. Well, that's odd. So
it can't be 25. I just turned it on 25 minutes ago.
He's so now Cup is saying that the responses that we are reading are
maybe 25 seconds.
It says minutes. But it can't be 25 minutes.
It's not 25 minutes because I just turned it on 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, he says that the chat is
42 minutes. So anyway, it's only about 42 seconds delayed. Well, I think he meant seconds.
I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you.
Okay. But that's pretty bad if it's 25 minutes delayed. That's pretty bad.
Well, ask you questions and your answer to get there
25 minutes later.
Tomorrow.
But at least this is better than going live in your truck. You said that you have all kinds of problems going live. And hey, I just wanted to acknowledge. That we are actually horizontal this time and not forced into a vertical screen like the last time that you and I did a live. We had to
That's what I was saying. It took me 3 times to get it fired up. And so I had to go to settings, and there was a question in there that I had to answer. And once I answered it, it finally let me on.
Okay. Yes. I did hear you say that it took you 3 times. But the last time in April the 17th, this is July the 3rd. On April the 17th was the last time you and I were live together. See how I am about my dates. I know my dates. And so when we were doing a live together on April 17th, we had to go sit down and set the phone up in a holder and go vertical. We had to go vertical, and we couldn't fit in. We couldn't work it from our desktop. So thank you for making it work this time. Thank you, because I prefer the horizontal.
Well, that was working for the longest time, and then all of a sudden I couldn't get in it. So I tried 3 times, and I went into settings, and there was a question I had to answer, and after that it let me on.
What was the question you had to answer?
I can't remember.
So that was the magical question to make you.
I guess so. I answered it.
So John Doe 52 Merc. He's like, "What's up, Big Belly? I finally caught y'all during a live." So apparently he's never caught us during a live before, and he says, "Good to see you all."
Well, we don't do many lives.
No, not many at all. Not like Tim Gentry. He does a lot of them.
I've been sometimes I want to do a live in the truck when I'm cooking because I like to share my recipes, but I don't ever do it. I did it once, and that was several years ago. I was in my white Peterbilt, wasn't it?
That was like 3 years ago that you did that live cooking. Well, look at that. We got a newbie, Dallas Brady. Hello from Louisiana. I just found y'all's channel. Oh, see, he does the y'alls too. He does the y'alls. We love the y'alls. That's a southern thing. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Isn't y'all one of those where you take a string with a bob on the end of it and you tie it to something that's you make sure that it's straight or level? Isn't that a y'all?
I do not know what you're talking about. But Dallas Brady, hello from Louisiana. I just found y'all's channel and I'm loving it. Well, how does the McDonald's jingle go? Bump, 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 bump. I'm loving it. Isn't that McDonald's? Bump, 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 bump. I'm loving it. So thank you, Dallas Brady from Louisiana. I was going to say Dallas from Dallas, but no, Dallas from Louisiana. Thank you for that. It's always nice to have a newbie. So, Mr. Dallas, we've been on YouTube for 5 years. We have over 8,000 videos. We have about a video for every one of our subscribers. 8,000 plus subscribers and 8,000 videos. Doc.
Hey, y'all.
Black Oak, Arkansas had a song, Hey, Y'all. That's the name of a group, Black Oak, Arkansas. Are you familiar with that group?
Not off the top of my head, but I'm sure I would recognize it.
Hey, y'all. And there, we can't play it for copyright reasons. We can't play copyrighted music. Oh, John's Adventure says down in southern Tennessee, we say yunts.
Lord have mercy. Hot and nasty.
He's looking at Black Oak, Arkansas as a song group. He's looking that up. But we can't play copyrighted music. Yunts. Down in southern Tennessee, we say yunts. Yeah.
My grandpa used to tell me stories about when him and my grandma and all the kids loaded up from Little Rock, Arkansas, and moved to Bakersfield, California in the early 40s, in the Dust Bowl days. He'd say, sit down, boy, let me tell you a story about the Dust Bowl days.
The Okies.
Grandpa used to have these really tall boots, and I'd get in them, and they'd go all the way up to my hips, and I'd be running around, and he'd be telling me them stories about the Dust Bowl days. So that's what that reminded me of when I looked up Black Oak, Arkansas.
The Okies and the Arkies. It reminds me of the Great Guess. The Great. No.
My mom was from Little Rock too, so my dad and my mom are both from Little Rock.
Dallas Brady. Oh, cool. I just subscribed to y'all's channel. Looking forward to much more great content. Well, Mr. Dallas, do we got the content for you? We put up videos almost every day. There might be one day here and there that we don't have a video, and that's usually on a Sunday. If we don't put one up, it's usually on a Sunday. But other than that, we try to put up something, even if it's just a short. I try to put up something every day. So we literally have over 8,000 subscribers and over 8,000.
I might get to do Wayfaring Stranger at church on Sunday.
You just completely cut me off.
That's okay.
No, you let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. So we have a video for almost every subscriber. So that's pretty cool. Will you stop that? So please don't cut me off while I'm talking.
She can cut me off 500 times a day. I cut her off once and it's the end of the world.
Never a dull moment with Bumbles. They said humbles. Bumbles. I know you meant Bumbles. I know you meant Bumbles. But the typo is humbles. Never a dull moment with humbles around. That's from Ronnie Kaiser. Yes, I kind of keep it lively, but that is funny that his typo is humbles. I can be humble, I guess.
I doubt it.
John's Adventures. Now, if you watch Ignited Coyote, they are from Harlan County, Kentucky. and they really have some southern accents. Good people.
I don't sound like I'm from Kentucky because I'm not from Kentucky.
Oh, Ronnie Kaiser. Yeah, I get it. He's apologizing for the typo.
But
That's
I've lived
funny.
here. I've lived in Kentucky since '93.
I can be humbles. I can be a humble bumble. He accidentally typed humbles. I can be a humble bumble and still
But
keep
you
it
should be
lovely.
a bumble
I
humble.
should be a humble bumble. And you're right. There's never a dull moment. That's right. I keep it interesting. That's for sure. So, did you want to sing your wayfaring stranger
I can't. That's a violation.
with you just singing it without any music?
Sure, that's you can't. It's the words that they're going to get you for. It's not the music. Well, they'll get you for the music too, but you sing the words on there. Wayfaring stranger, they'll get you.
So Stephen has been committing to memory "A Wayfaring Stranger," one of his new favorite songs, and he talked to the pastor last night at church, and he changed some of the words to be more Christian, and like changed the word to Savior instead and from mother to your
From
Savior,
father to savior,
and so
and from mother to father.
so he asked the pastor if he could sing it in church on Sunday, or not this coming Sunday, but some Sunday if you could sing it in church. So, um, have you ever heard of the Ignited Coyote, Stephen, from Harlan County, Kentucky? Why don't you look them up real quick?
Ignited.
Yeah,
Some.
Ignited Coyote.
Uh, Sounds like something I did to my dog. Let me tell you about this.
Oh, that's
So
a bad
I
story.
was, I think I was 9 years old, and I had this Honda, or no, it was a Kawasaki. I can't remember. It was either my Honda or my Kawasaki. I got motorcycles when I was 7 years old. But so I was in the backyard, and I had gasoline on a rag, and I was cleaning the motor because it had oil all over it. And my dog Boogaloo, which was a Puerto Ricci dog. He's gray, he's big, and got black spots, and he loved me. And anyway, he saw me out there, and he all happy, and he's out there wagging and hit me with his tail. And I said, "Knock it off, Boogaloo." His name was Boogaloo, and I took that rag, and I wasn't thinking. But I took that rag. I said, "Knock it off, Boogaloo!" Snap, and I snapped him on the butthole with that gassy rag, and his butt hit the ground, and he dragged his legs went up in the air, and he was running off. It's like, oh, what in the world just happened to Boogaloo? Boy, that was horrible.
So the band Ignited Coyote. Oh, Doc says, I bet that felt good.
I bet he had a raw butthole by the time he made it to the river.
Steven's told me that story before. It is a funny story.
You had to been there.
It's one of those things where you have to be there. That's right. Now, see, the conversation cannot be delayed because you were talking about the Boogaloo story, and Doc just typed, "I bet that felt good," and we were able to see that right
It's
away.
like a 25-second delay.
Ignited's it's called Ignited Coyote is the name of the group. Stephen tells funny stories. Stephen can tell pretty funny stories and make them sound funny. And he's got a sense of humor that I do not. I do not share in Stephen's sense of humor. I struggle. I struggle.
From the coal mines.
Oh, they have a YouTube channel. Yeah, well, that's what he said. He said
27.8 subscribers.
1,000.
Yeah.
27.8 thousand subscribers.
Right.
They're from Harlan County, Kentucky, and they have some really southern accents. So, talking about southern accents, so I have lived in Kentucky for 40 years. At the end of this month, I will be 47 at the end of this month on July 31. When I was 7 years old, I moved to Kentucky, but I was born in Birmingham, Alabama. And so from 1978, which is the year that I was born, from 78 to 1985,
Welcome back home, Cheesecake. Hi, everyone.
I was living in Birmingham, Alabama for the first 7 years of my life, and I think that that affects my.
I'd say hi, but then I'd be interrupting and cutting Ricky off. So,
Cheesecake. Welcome back home, Cheesecake. Hi, everyone.
yeah,
He's calling you a cheesecake.
yeah, that's me, Cheesecake, with a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. Some cheesecake.
Wait, what do you? How? I don't have a cheesecake.
Oh,
So here's
it sounds good though.
somebody
Wonder if they
saying
got
hi.
no. Well, the bake no. Now you said cheesecake, and I got cheesecake on my brain.
Well, and we don't live in town that we can't just run to Walmart and go get a cheesecake. We don't. We live out in the boonies. We live in Mennonite country.
Yeah, I was saying earlier before I was rudely interrupted um, that I took the 350 to town yesterday in the Hopkinsville, which is 20 miles and 20 miles back, and it did fine. Going in the second gear, it kind of lagged. See, used to, it'd go in the second gear and it'd go boom, and it just grab and nearly gave you whiplash. But now, since it burnt the clutches, when it goes into second gear, it just takes about 5 6 seconds and slides in real slow. But it wouldn't. I mean, I couldn't hook a trailer and pull with it or anything. But just to tool around with it for now, it's fine until I can get around to putting some clutches in it. I took it. The transmission shop wants $2,000 and $2,600 to rebuild it. So I'm not. I'd rather buy tires than rebuild the transmission. So I can just that can wait. Or I could just put clutches in it. I can get clutches for $200 and drop the transmission, pull the front pump, take a. YouTube is awesome was on here. He'd be saying, "Oh, you can't do it that way." But anyway, that's the way I do it. I take a broomstick and I take the clutches out one by one and put them on a broomstick, and then I get the new pack and I slide them back on, and every one that needs to be replaced, I slide the new one in and take the old one out, put it all back together, and that's how I put the new clutches in. So it's as simple as that. The rest of the transmission, I don't want to mess with. Clutches, I can do clutches.
Ronnie Kaiser says y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Well, thank you. I guess that's a good thing, Stephen, that Mr. Kaiser tells us that we're funny. Doc says I got to watch who I tell my stories to because some would think that I'm crazy. I got to watch who I tell my stories to because some people would think that I'm crazy. Working on junk says, "Hey guy, well hello to work in on junk. Hello to you." Ronnie Kaiser says, "I used to deliver installation to Hopkinsville." Well, of course, Hopkinsville is just right next door to us in Christian County.
Well, he knows that. So that's why he brought it up. Yeah. We're 18 miles from Hopkinsville.
Yeah, we're right out of Hopkinsville. In fact, I graduated from Hopkinsville.
We're 8 miles out of Katie's, and we're 18 miles from Hopkinsville. Princeton is 8 miles away too. So.
Well, that's really odd. John.
Land between the lakes is that's about 18 miles.
So yeah, so if you're familiar with the area, then so John's Adventures, that's odd. He had a message and then he deleted it. It says message retracted. It says John's Adventures and then message retracted.
How do you do that? How do you retract your message?
Yeah, how do you delete your message
I need
in live
to know
chat?
so in case I say something I don't want and change my mind.
So you must have said something and changed your mind. But yeah, I
got a big wart. Changing my mind.
I don't know how to take away message in live chat. Doc says, I told Willie when he lived on Hardy Mill Road, this is the only place where you can leave to go get breakfast, and it's lunchtime when you get back.
Yeah, Yeah, we don't hide where we're at. You're welcome. If you want to come on by, I got steak in the freezer. Cook up a steak. Talk about olden days, or we could talk about today too. So.
Oh, wait a second. I just figured something out. The whole cheesecake thing happened because that's actually the name of somebody's YouTube channel. Welcome Back Home Cheesecake is the name of this person's YouTube channel. Um, I didn't realize. I thought he was calling you cheesecake. I thought he was saying welcome back home cheesecake. I thought he was calling you cheesecake.
Yeah, I go through this every day.
I thought he was calling you cheesecake. But the channel is called Welcome Back Home Cheesecake is the name of the channel. And then this person says, any idea when you're going to Walmart to get strawberry topped cheesecake? Well,
that sounds. I have strawberries. Bought 2 batches of them.
But we have no.
But I don't have a strawberry. I don't have a cheese. Maybe Woman's got cheesecake.
Maybe we went to Stephen went to the farmer's market today.
You put cheesecake on my brain, and I can't get rid of it.
Stephen went to the farmer's market today and got he got a cantaloupe and he got
cheesecake
2 watermelon and some strawberries.
Cheesecake is way up in the list of one of my favorites.
So we do have 2 pints, 2 quarts or something or other of fresh strawberries today from the farmer's market. Jonathan,
I'm even looking at cheesecake.
Oh, so that's so funny that welcome back home cheesecake, and I thought that person was saying, "Hey, welcome back home cheesecake."
For some reason,
cheesecake.
It won't show the picture.
John's Adventure says, I was born in northwest of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we lived near Jasper, Tennessee. Ronnie Kaiser says, I know where you are. Oh, YouTube is awesome is here. And you know what? He says, boo. He said, boo. Stephen actually was at Oklahoma last week, and he saw Mr. G. Stephen told me I'm not allowed to say your name because you don't advertise your name. I'm not allowed to say your name. Oh, you're over
by Tim's place in Jasper, Tennessee.
And he said he lived near Jasper, Tennessee.
Oh.
That's funny, Mr. G. He says, boo. I want to call you by your name, but Stephen says that's not allowed because we have to keep your anonymity. Work on Junk also deleted a comment. Message retracted from Work on Junk. What is
they want to talk about their big warts and then change their mind. So
he's telling this person Work in on Junk says click on your comment and hit and remove. Click on your comment and hit remove, and that's how you get your message retracted.
Oh, okay.
Click on your comment. If you were participating in a live, click on your comment and then hit remove, and that's how you take away your comment.
Okay.
But then it leaves a message saying that you were there, and it says message retracted.
Don't be talking about your big warts on live TV now.
Also, John's Adventures tells us how to do it too. Push down on the message, and it asks you if you want to remove it. Okay.
But if you do, it's not a big wahoo.
That's your favorite word these days is wahoo.
It's not a big wahoo.
Ronnie Kaiser. I live in Johnson City, Tennessee. Where's Johnson City, Tennessee? Look that up. See how far away he is from us. Doc says, hey, John, I got a buddy
I know where Jackson, Tennessee
South
is.
Pittsburgh, Tennessee that worked on Model T Fords. Model T Fords.
That's fun.
That's a long time ago.
Well, they have them today. I mean, they didn't go nowhere.
They do not make Model T Fords anymore.
But they still have them. In fact, we were talking about what you'd call it down the street. They still have a Model T bucket.
Oh, the Courtners? Oh, yeah.
There's one sitting in the corner.
There sure is. I do remember that. The Courtners Machine Shop that we were talking about earlier, if you were joining us earlier, the Courtners Machine Shop in Cerulean, they actually have a Model T inside the shop. Yes, they do. A bona fide Model T.
Bona fide! Johnson, Tennessee. It says Johnson City, Tennessee, so it's probably not the same place. Johnson, Tennessee's over there where Bob lives. Remember Bob got the black Freightliner?
Yeah. Oh, Mr. G is back. YouTube is awesome.
Over there
Warranty.
by Bristol.
Warranty work on Model T is the best.
Yeah,
warranty. Don't tell me, Mr. G, you've actually worked on Model Ts. Warranty work on Model T is the best. I love the fact that that person's channel is called Welcome Back Home Cheesecake.
Mr. Ed, they moved the retirement age up to 67, so you can't retire yet. So.
Oh, you're talking to Mr. Ed?
Yeah. You got 5 years. You can't retire for 5 more years.
4 years. He's going to be 63. Yeah. So the channel that is referred to, I don't know if it's male or female. I have no idea. But the channel is Welcome Back Home Cheesecake. And I just love the name of the channel because it's got you on a cheesecake thing. This person says,
I forgot about cheesecake until you brought it back up.
This person says, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? That's what Welcome Back Home Cheesecake says. What's for dinner? Well, we had fried chicken at lunch
and watermelon. So I had to get some watermelon. All the watermelons are sold at the Mennonite stands.
And they're blackberries.
So I had to go to town.
You had to go to Katie's. So you didn't go to Hopkinsville. You went to Katie's. YouTube is awesome. Mr. G, retirement age is dependent on when you were born.
Yeah, I was born in 62. So I can retire. I just get penalized. But I couldn't live on no freaking...
Bye, Ronnie.
$1,500 a month.
Ronnie Kaiser is leaving us. Bye, Ronnie. He says, gotta go. Love y'all. Bye. Thank you for joining us.
Adios.
Are you flossing your teeth in front of 23 people? He's flossing his teeth in front of 23 people.
See what I got to put up, ladies and gentlemen? At least I'm not wiping my butt in front of 23 people.
You don't floss your teeth in front of people.
They can't even see what I'm doing.
You're on their screens. What do you mean they can't see what you're doing?
My hand's in the way. The only reason why they know I'm flossing is because you ratted me out.
He's got a flosser. Look at that. Doc, there are thousands of them out there, yet the Model T at Kortner's shop is in sad shape. Jerry turned down 20 grand for it. I had 2 of them, a 1923 and a 1924. Oh, so Doc is in the know. He knows about that Model T at Kortner's shop. He's in the know, and he said that Jerry turned down 20,000 for it. And that Doc says that he had 2 of them, a 1923 and a 1924. You still have those, Doc?
I got 3 Harleys that I don't even ride. I got one I got to get out and start it up because the gas is fixing to go bad on it.
Okay, YouTube is awesome. He's got a cryptic message.
Rat Fink in the house.
Rat Fink. What is Rat Fink?
How do you know that that's YouTube is awesome?
Because that's what it says. YouTube is awesome writes Rat Fink in the house.
You just ratted me out.
Oh, about the flossers.
I try to educate her, ladies and gentlemen.
About the flosser. She's okay. I ratted him out about
talk about delayed messages. That's the way Ruthie is every day. She gets delayed messages.
Yes, Doc. Doc says he has seen the Model T at Kortner's shop. He's seen it. So he knows about it. Yeah. And then he also says he sold his own Model Ts about a year ago. So he does not have Model Ts anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I got so much to do. I might end up getting rid of my Harleys if I can get rid of them in a package deal. I don't really want to sell them one at a time. I got one guy who wants to buy a purple bike because his dad was the one that actually had it built, custom made in Clarksville at a custom shop, and he wants it back. So he remembers it being made when he was a kid. So.
Oh yeah.
He came out here and rode it one time, and he's a big old boy, and he was real lazy on the clutch. burnt my clutch up a little bit. So anyway.
So Xavier, is this the Xavier? There's like two different Xaviers I'm thinking of. That's not Frank Xavier, is it? From Planet Earth TV. Xavier says, "Wow, big crowd. Actually, 27. We have 27. That's not really big.
What are you talking about? Imagine if you had 27 people sitting in this room right now.
Well, I guess we kind of do have 27 people in our living room.
Well, imagine if they were all sitting in here.
Well, all right.
We'd all be smelling each other's breaths.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to ruin it that way?
So 27 people.
I'm not sure if that's
one soul is worth dying for.
Amen. I'm not sure if the Xavier is Frank Xavier from Planet Earth TV. I'm not sure if that's the same one. If you are Mr. Xavier, if you are who I think you are, let me know. Oh, okay. No, you're not. You're a different Xavier. Oh, okay. All right. I thank you for the clarification. Thank you for that. John's Adventure says I've got an 80.
I had watermelon.
80X.
But I'd like to have some cheesecake
Honda.
since I keep bringing it. Every time when you get on there, I see cheesecake.
Oh, John's Adventure bought a dirt bike for his wife.
I might have to go to the dollar store. I wonder how long they're going to be open today.
They're open until 8 or 9, I think. Okay, Xavier, I apologize for getting you mixed up with somebody else. I apologize, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that Xavier is here. So thank you for that. It's hard to keep up sometimes with different people, and I apologize for that. And yeah, I guess it is. It's down to 26 now, but yeah, if we had 26 people in our living room, that would
Ruthie's really a numbers watcher. She'll
crowd.
Sit there and watch the numbers every day. I don't really pay attention to numbers. You know, it just comes and goes. So I'm not going to pay attention to it.
Oh, the Cheesecake Man is back. What's for dessert? Or I really don't know if this is a male or female.
I already answered his question.
Okay.
I told you it's a delayed reaction.
Why is your channel called Welcome Back Home Cheesecake? Now, I want to know why that's the name of your YouTube channel. Do you make cheesecakes? Is that why your channel is called? Well, I've never heard of your channel until now. I've never heard of Welcome Back Home Cheesecake. So are you a baker? Do you make cheesecakes? Why is your channel called Welcome Back Home Cheesecake?
Till 10 p.m.
Oh, so you can.
Sounds like I'm getting a cheesecake.
The dollar store does not have cheesecakes.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
You've lost your brain. I have to make it, but they have it in the box.
Yes, they have a mix. They have a mix, but you just can't go and buy a ready-made cheesecake. Okay, they have a mix.
Ricky's one of those. She comes from the Presto generation.
That's true.
Where everything has to be instant. Instant. You stick it in the microwave. Take it out of a can. Unwrap it. If it didn't come in a box, I mean. I remember stopped by their house one time and they had a lasagna, 52 salad lasagna. I go, what is 52 salad lasagna?
Not salad. 52 cans of beans or something or other.
Yeah, open 52 different types of freaking beans.
That wasn't me. That was my mom.
And that's kind of generation Ruthie come from. She's instant this. She, I can have a refrigerator full of stuff to cook and she will not cook. She looks for something that's Presto food. She comes from the Presto food generation. So then as a no bake cake or no bake a box of stuff, it's like it ain't gonna happen around Ruthie. But for me, I cook everything. I don't like Presto food.
Okay, sadly, and I say sadly, he's telling the truth. He calls me the microwave baby because in the early 1980s, I was born in 1978. I'm almost 47. This month I'll be 47.
Yeah,
and in the 80s, Presto. In the 1980s, the early 80s,
Presto food
is when the microwave came out. And I grew up on the microwave.
When I was a kid, when the microwave first came out, you knew somebody got a microwave because the whole block would go dim when they turn it on. So.
Because of all the wattage. Let's see. Thank you, Xavier. Xavier saying, yeah, that's a pretty big crowd. And then working on junk says, I have been trying to get 50 subscribers just to do lives. Oh, do you have to have 50 subscribers to do a live? I guess you do.
There was 1,000 when we were doing.
Oh, so now as long as you have, they've changed the rules.
Be happy it's 50. When we first came out, it was 1,000.
I have been trying to get 50 subscribers just to do lives. It's so hard. But yes, when we were doing it,
I like the name of the channel though. Working on junk.
Work in on junk. Work in on junk. Or working on junk. Not work in on, but working. I guess. But
just be patient, it'll come.
But I because there's a generation gap between us. Stephen grew up cooking and I did not. I just did not like cooking. There's a Cheesecake channel again. Hi Ruthie, and hi, giving me emojis. Hi, welcome back Cheesecake. Welcome back home Cheesecake. Hello back to you. Oh, Doc says he has to go. Gotta go. Have fun. Bye, Doc.
Be careful
bye,
over
Doc.
there, Doc. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Hey, Doc. When in the morning when I have my prune juice and my prunes, it will be a few minutes and I'll be raring to go.
Working on junk says, yeah, it's hard. Props to you guys. So how many subscribers do you have? If you're trying to get 50 to do a live, how many do you have? And thank you for your kind words.
Steaming cat poop.
What?
Look at that. That's pretty funny. He's got you down. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wait a second. Mr. Junk, have Ruthie come over and film the still steaming cat poop.
See how she cuts me off? She cuts me off 1,000 times. If I cut her off, it's a major sin. But anyway, so when I first met Ruthie, you can go get some water. You don't have to be here choking.
Oh, that's too funny.
But when I first met Ruthie, she's gonna break everything. Miss Bumble's gonna break everything. But anyway, when I first met Ruthie, I went over to see her early in the morning, and I was talking to her dad. We were standing out on the porch, and the dog had to go out and use the bathroom, and it was kind of cold. And Ruthie says, "Oh, I just love to watch a dog go poop in a steamy poop on an early morning."
I'm so ashamed of that.
I mean, like,
I'm so ashamed of that.
Are you freaking serious? Who would even say something? Even if he did like it, why would you say that?
And then YouTube is awesome. Has never forgotten that ever. He's never forgotten that whatsoever.
She loves to watch steamy poop on a cold morning.
So he's saying that if you want subscribers, have Ruthie come over and fill the still steaming cat poop, and he will have tons of viewers.
You see what I have to deal with? You see what I got to deal with, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, he's got 14 subscribers. I've got 14, but just started posting stuff. I'm no good at it, and it's hard to get used to talking to the camera. Oh, and now you got laughing my A off. Somebody's saying, John Doe. It's like, Stephen asked me one time, he said, what does LMAO stand for? And I'm like laughing my bleep off.
Yeah, she's a strange one, this one. She likes to watch steamy poop on an early cold morning.
I'm so sorry that I ever said that. I'm so sorry.
And she's a firebug. Her family gives her paper and take home so she can burn because she's a pyro.
Right. I mean, I don't.
Our neighbors come over and ask if everything's all right because she'll have fires almost up in the trees. Uh-huh.
That's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not. Crazy stuff like that does get the views. Ronnie, read Ronnie's comment.
She's
Ronnie's comment.
yeah, her maiden name is Bolt, and she's got a loose nut somewhere.
Ronnie Kaiser Jr. I had to pull over to the side of the road.
That's a loose bolt.
He said he had to pull over to the side of the road. LMAO. Oh, and Stephen didn't know what LMAO was until the other day. He said what? He said what is LMAO? Oh no, come on. YouTube is awesome. Come on. I can hear it now. Ruthie's blow by blow. Ooh, looky, that cat's pooping. Gosh. I am so sorry that I ever told Stephen. We weren't even married at that time. He still married me. He still married me. We weren't even married at the time, and it was a cold winter day, and my dog was squatting. And the steam was rising from the BM, and because it was cold, and the hot steam from the BM was rising. And I wish I had never ever said that. Stephen has never let me forget that. And now YouTube is awesome. Can't forget that either. It's amazing the impressions that you make on people. But yes, going back to working on junk, if you can find something really funny to film and get some views on that, I'm not recommending you to film cats or dogs defecating, okay? But that's kind of out there. And I've never filmed it. I just said it was fun to see the steam rising. So, and I guess that makes me a very perverted person, I guess, and I don't know. And I'm not a pyromaniac because I don't burn people's stuff down. I don't know what Steven's in there doing. I don't burn people's. Oh, my glasses are reflecting terribly. Sorry about that. They're reflecting. I can see the reflection. So I don't burn people's stuff down, but we live out in the country, and I love to burn paper trash. I don't ever put any junk mail at all in my trash can. Never. I burn all of our junk mail, and I burn yard debris.
I stopped by to see a neighbor yesterday, and I was out taking the Purple Harley out for a ride. And I stopped by to see a neighbor, and we're standing there, and we're like, what's that smell? Richie's over there burning. The whole neighborhood was just covered in a cloud of smoke. I guess we don't have to worry about mosquitoes with Ruthie around.
Did I actually? YouTube is awesome. Is telling me that I didn't film the animals taking a dump. I don't remember filming that.
Knowing you did.
Because YouTube is awesome saying, yeah, I think
sure
you did film it.
In fact, knowing you, I'm sure you did.
Oh, that's funny. Ronnie says, I ain't going to make it to Detroit by morning if I keep watching YouTube. He says, I'm in tears.
Ruthie likes steamy poop. So.
Stop. Now let's move beyond that. Okay, let's move beyond that. So Ronnie says he's in tears and he's not going to make it to Detroit by morning if he keeps having to pull over to laugh at us. YouTube is awesome says, was Ruthie in LA a couple of months ago?
Yeah, probably.
No, what happened in Los Angeles?
The riots.
Oh, because I'm a riot? Is that what?
Yeah, burning.
Oh, no.
She was. No. Come get her. Haul her off. She was that
literally went over my head.
She was burning up all them cop cars.
That literally went over my head. So, So now are you picking at your feet? You gone from flossing your teeth to picking at your feet?
See, there's a rat fink in the house. not at my feet. I have psoriasis on my ankle, and it itches.
So he's scratching his legs or feet. So,
Well, what's that to you? Are you jealous? You want to scratch it for me?
Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. YouTube is awesome. Yeah, I knew that it burnt, but I didn't understand you were trying to say because I was an arson. I mean, that I'm a pyro, that I would be in LA. Better than picking at the feet and then the teeth.
Yeah.
What? Stop running into me!
Pretty hogging up all the
I am
pictures.
not. You are running into me. Um, that's funny, Mr. G. That's funny. Better than picking at the feet and then the teeth. So, in other words, don't pick at your feet and then pick at your teeth, is what
How
he said.
about pick my teeth with my feet? So let me try that. That won't work.
Oh,
But my feet
are
need
you
a tan. Look
serious?
how white my foot is. Look how white my foot is.
Oh, man. You never know what you're going to get with us.
I need to get a tan on my foot.
Yeah, you do have some pretty white legs. So,
Well, they're not white anymore.
I don't like the way my glasses are. These are really reading glasses. I have to have them to read your comments. Like your comments are coming in on the side screen, and so in my middle-aged years, I've had to go to reading glasses. But then when
Middle-aged years.
but then when I have them on, they reflect, and so I don't actually wear prescription glasses. So anyway, that was pretty funny. I don't think that we can top that about. I just could not stop laughing about. So I hope that the channel that needs subscribers can find something funny to film. And going back to your comment, it took us 3 years to work in on junk. If you're still with us, work in on junk. It took us 3 years.
Excuse me.
To get to be a monetized channel. We've been on YouTube for 5 years, but it took us 3 years to get to be a monetized channel. And so we worked for free for 3 years. YouTube is awesome. My wife once asked me.
People want to give me money.
Oh, is that what that was?
Give you $1 million a day, pay us $2 million.
My wife
tomorrow.
once asked me what would make her ears look better holding up 2 pairs of earrings, and my reply was your feet. Whoa, that's my wife once asked me what would make her ears look better holding up 2 pairs of earrings. My reply was your feet. I bet she didn't like that. Well, Cheesecake wants to know what are our weekend plans. Well, tomorrow is the 4th of July. And our church is doing a big cookout with hamburgers and hot dogs and fireworks. Our church, we live within walking distance of our church. I mean, we can literally just walk to church. Isn't that amazing? Cerulean Baptist Church.
You've never walked to church.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I have. Not recently, but yes, I have. It's in walking distance, Stephen. Okay, in walking distance, literally. And anyway, so they're doing fireworks and a cookout. Plus, also tomorrow. Oh, I know what I want to say. Since tomorrow is July 4th, tell me in the comments if you have ever heard of the expression Irish twin. Do you know what an Irish twin is?
No, we're not going to.
Well, why not?
Why should we?
Because, see, tomorrow is my sister's birthday, and she's going to be 46 tomorrow. Well, guess what? I'm still 46 until July 31. So from July the 4th to July 31, on paper, my sister and I are the same age on paper. She's going to be 46, and I'm still 46 until the 31st. So she's called... So
go ahead, Irish twin.
So she and I are called Irish twins, and an Irish twin is when you have a sibling that's born before your first birthday. So I was born in 78, and then she was born July 4th, 79, before my first birthday. And that's what an Irish twin is, when you have a sibling that's born before your first birthday. So let me know in the comments if you know what I mean, which if you've ever experienced, or if you are an Irish twin.
No, I'm not an Irish twin. Are y'all an Irish twin? I'm not an Irish twin.
Bill W writes, "Hope you're able to get back on the road soon. Need to keep the cash flowing."
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'll be on the road. I mean, just they got to do the retooling thing. So people want them boats, them high-dollar boats.
YouTube is awesome. Did you walk to church barefoot, uphill, and in the snow both ways?
Yeah.
Oh, well, back in the day when I was going to school, we had to walk in the snow barefoot, uphill both ways. No, I've never walked barefoot to church in the snow both ways. But I mean, literally, church is in walking distance. And
Excuse me.
the Cheesecake channel says that we're making again, I don't know whether to say him or her. I don't know if this is a male or female channel. There's no indication of gender. Are you a male or female channel?
Oh,
Because
that's stereotyping.
no, I mean, because I don't want to say it is not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
What difference does it make?
because I don't know whether to use him or her. I don't know whether to say he's making me. Oh, male. See, he clarified. See, thank you, male. And that wasn't a delayed response. Male. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Welcome Back Home Cheesecake.
Male, isn't that what you put on a bologna sandwich?
That's mayo.
Oh.
So
I thought that's what you said.
No.
Male.
And then he took back his comment. He said male, and then he deleted it.
Oh.
Just enough for me to see that we're talking to a Mr. See, it's important to know people's pronouns, Stephen. Pronouns.
What is a pronoun?
A pronoun, it takes the place of, instead of saying Stephen this, Stephen that, Stephen he, he, him, his. Stephen. It is a pronoun for your gender. You know what a pronoun is. He, him, she, it, her, all those types of pronouns.
Oh, we didn't get that in my school.
Oh, he's going to add Mr. to the name of his life. Oh, well, that's cool. He says, I will add Mr. to my name after this live. So now we know that it would be Mr. Welcome Back Home.
Mr. Cheesecake.
Well, Mr. Welcome Back Home Cheesecake.
Mr. Cheesecake.
Well, that's important to know. I mean, I unlike Stephen, I think it's important to know if you're talking to a man or a woman. I think it's important.
It takes me a long time to learn your name, so.
But it's kind of hard to say, Mr. Welcome Back Home Cheesecake. I'll just call you Mr. Cheesecake. Can I just call you Mr. Cheesecake? And you obviously came to our channel through this live because I've never seen the name of your channel on any of our stuff before. I think I would remember that. Cheesecake, I'd remember that.
Well, I'm fixing to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to go get a cheesecake and make some coffee and then put my tools away and enjoy the evening.
See, now look.
Thanks for stopping by.
See,
have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Don't forget to ring that ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Where's that? Oh, that's not a bell. But see, now look at that.
Ring-a-ding-a-ling.
So the Cheesecake Man.
God bless.
So the Cheesecake Man inspired you to go get some cheesecake.
Yeah, I got cheesecake on the brain, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for stopping by and enjoying Ruthie's steaming poop story. And appreciate you bringing it up there, Mr.
YouTube is awesome.
YouTube is awesome. Later, y'all.
Oh, he wants me to, they want me to keep the live going. Ruthie, keep the live going after he leaves.
Well, you can keep doing a live. If y'all want to keep doing a live, there's how you end it. I'm going to go get a cheesecake.
Okay. Well, would you pick up some garbage bags and paper towels? If you're going to go to the store, would you pick up some garbage bags and paper? So type.
Get out of that chair. What? I need to get out of here.
Okay. Well, so y'all want to just do the live with me then? Oh, somebody said that they want to do the live with me. Type yes if you want me to continue the live. Would you get some paper towels?
See ya, folks. I'm gonna get some cheesecake,
Uh,
and I'm taking the 350.
bye, Keto Man. Oh, YouTube is awesome because you called yourself Keto Man.
But not keto tonight, because somebody's got cheesecake on my brain.
Steven, can you get some paper towels and garbage
All right,
bags?
see ya.
Can do I need to write that down? Where's your paper at?
See ya.
Wait a second.
Bye.
No.
Later.
Steven, garbage bags and paper towels. Whatever. Welcome. Okay, you are all right. Sorry, I have to have my maybe actually we might actually keep it while he is I got 14 people that man, I can really see that my glasses are woo. It's bad. I have to take those off. I can see that they're reflecting. So there's 14 of you that have still stayed on. So thank you for that. Mr. Cheesecake. So you're going to actually change the name of your channel to say Mr. Cheesecake. That's nice. Cool. All because you found us tonight. And I do. Unlike Steven, I do feel like it's important to know. Now, I'm not into the they, them pronouns. I mean, obviously, that's a big deal. Like, if you are into that, some people will go by they or them, and that's weird. Because you're only one person. So you're either going to be a he or a she. You're not going to be a they, them unless you are possessed or something. He will be back with your garbage bags and your paper towels. Don't worry. I hope so, because I'm down. I am using my last garbage bag, and I'm down to my last roll of paper towels. So the dollar store is just right down the road. YouTube is awesome. Just get the ones out of his truck. Yes, he does keep paper towels in his truck. He does. That's exactly right. Well, aren't you on target, Mr. G, to know that he does have paper towels in his truck? Because I mean, obviously, you watch his videos and you see what's in his truck. So I'm solo now, and it's not the same without Steven. I'm solo now. I still have 17 people that apparently when Steven left to go get cheesecake that I'm still good enough to talk to. So I wanted to, in case you haven't noticed, I purposely wore my necklace with AJ so that he can be included. So when Steven told me that he just said, we're live. And he does that to me. He won't tell me he's going live, and he just springs it on me. So I wanted to go get my AJ necklace so that AJ can be included in here, even though he's not with us. I wanted him to be included. Mr. Cheesecake says, what do you do all day? Well, Mr. Cheesecake, I stay very, very busy. I know that I don't have a traditional job outside of the home. I did until last June. I worked for a realtor. I was a secretary to a realtor. I was not a realtor. I did not sell real estate. So I'm just clarifying. I was not a realtor, but I worked for a realtor for about a year in Cadiz, Kentucky. I was a secretary, and it was last June that I quit that job because this person that I worked for was constantly talking about our family drama constantly. When I had to go to court and I had a court date, anybody that walked into the office, he would say, oh, she's in court. She's got another court date. And he would always talk about my problems with AJ, our son, AJ. And he was just a gossip. He was an old gossip and constantly talking about our family's business to any and everybody, and it made a very hostile working environment for me. And people that I didn't even know knew all my business about me being in court with our child, and that made me very upset. So last June, a year ago, I said, I'm sorry, I'm out of here. So I do not have outside job outside the home, but YouTube, Mr. Cheesecake, is a full-time job for me. It is. We actually make money on YouTube. We are a monetized channel. It took us 3 years to start making money on YouTube. So I uploaded videos for 3 years without seeing a penny at all. And so for almost 2 years now, we've been making some money, not big money. No, 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 not big money, but we've been making some money on YouTube. But I spend at least 40 to 50 hours a week, Mr. Cheesecake, filming, editing, and uploading. And a large, large portion of my time is spent on answering comments. And you can ask anybody that makes comments on our channel that I am on top of the comments. I am. I stay on top of answering comments. So, going back to your question of what do you do all day, I invest my time on YouTube and it's paying off. We are growing. We're almost at 9,000 subscribers now. And I'm really looking forward to when we're almost at 10,000. And somehow that just seems to be a magical number when we hit 10,000 somehow. But I don't want to stop there. But I mean, I spend a lot of my heart and soul's time working on YouTube. So, and the biggest part is the comments, the comments, the comments. I always want to stay on top of the comments. Um, we have I don't want to pronounce it because I would be cussing if I pronounced it. But PHUCKFSC Trucking is here. I just wanted to acknowledge your presence. Thank you for joining the live. I just didn't want to actually vocalize the phonetical sound of your name. But since you're here and you joined the live stream, Mr. Not Liking FSC Trucking, could you tell me why you would choose that name for your YouTube channel? Why you don't like FSC Trucking and why you would actually name your channel PHUCK FSC Trucking? That must be a very dedicated hatred to somebody to have your channel named like that. I would hope that nobody would have that PHUCK Big Belly Bumbles. I mean, I would be devastated, absolutely devastated, if some YouTube channel starts out with, and again, I'm not going to phonetically say it, but PHUCK Big Belly Bumbles Trucking. I would be devastated. Or no, we're not trucking, just Big Belly Bumbles. YouTube is awesome. Have you woke Stephen up laughing at my late night post? Yes, I have. I have. In fact, sometimes it's really hard for me, Mr. G. I can't. Stephen does not want me to say your name. He says it's a violation of privacy. Since your name is not on your YouTube handle, I can only call you Mr. G. It's hard sometimes to call him. I never know when he's sleeping or not. And many, many times I have woke him up many times. And he's like, well, you woke me up. You woke me up. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I don't really know what your sleeping schedule is. Unless you directly tell me that you are going to lay down and that you're going to go to bed, then I don't know when you're sleeping. Marcus Young. Trucking together was talking crap about two other truckers, throwing them under the bus. Trucking together was talking crap about two other truckers, throwing them under the bus. Marcus Young, have y'all not seen Elite's videos about all this trauma? I know that Elite Podcast has made a video about us. I know that, and we've watched it and we've responded to it, but I really try to not watch a lot of that stuff, Mr. Young. It's too depressing. unless it really involves like our channel, and then obviously he's made a lot, I mean a lot of Tim Gentry videos. I mean, who is not on the bandwagon these days making Tim Gentry videos? Now I have watched some of those just because Stephen is employed by Tim Gentry, so I have watched some of those, but I try not to watch them because they're so depressing, and I think they're mean spirited and just really mean, and I just can't get into all of that. I saw your message before you took it down, Mr. PHUCKFF Trucking. I see that you retracted your message, but I read it before you took it down, and because you said that he was a tax dodging, wife beating something. So I saw enough of it, and then I see that you retracted your message, and I wonder, why did you take your message back? Did you write something that you shouldn't have written, and then you took it back? You were calling him a tax dodging, wife beating person, and then you took it back. So maybe you didn't feel like that was appropriate to say, but I saw it. Greg Black, where is Stephen? Well, he was here. He just left. He was here. So it's been an hour and 45. We are an hour and 45 minutes into this live. And so Mr. Greg Black, Stephen was just here. He left like less than 10 minutes ago because he's running 10 miles down the road to the closest Dollar General store to go buy a cheesecake mix to go make cheesecake. Because a channel on here called Welcome Back Home Cheesecake has been talking to us in the comments, and Stephen loves cheesecake. He just loves cheesecake. So there goes his keto. And so because somebody had the name of the channel, Cheesecake, Welcome Home Cheesecake, and we've been talking about cheesecake, he couldn't resist the temptation to break his keto, so he actually ran down to the locust. He's now on his way to the closest Dollar General store to go buy some cheesecake mix. Not a freshly made cheesecake, but just a mix where he can mix it up and make a cheesecake. Welcome Back Home Cheesecake says, "Yep, to go buy a cheesecake." That's right. Marcus Young, FSC Trucking and Timmy Gentry did nothing wrong at all. I support both guys. I will never support trucking together. They are scammers. Excuse me. Well, going back to your comments, have I not seen all the drama played out in Elite's podcast? Again, I want to reiterate, he's got such a potty mouth. Now there's 26 of you all watching. I have 26 people watching me right now. And I'm just going to tell the 26 people, whoever you are that are watching, I cannot stand potty mouth. I can't stand it. My glasses are reflecting again. Sorry. I cannot stand potty mouth. When somebody, every other word is MF or F, or I just can't. My ears can't handle the constant rhythm of MF, MF, MF over and over and over and over again. And when somebody's language is constantly being bombed by the MF or other such bad language, it's too much. It's too much for me. It's just like, come on, man, don't you have a better vocabulary than that? And I can't handle it. And it's just negative and nasty. And so unless it's actually about us, which he did make a video about us, and every other word was MF, MF this, MF that, every other word. And then I have watched a few of his Tim Gentry videos, and I cannot take it. The language is so offensive to me. And then when people start using the name of Jesus as a curse word, and you got all the JCs being thrown out there, that's extremely offensive to me. So I'm not going to sit there and listen to tirades of people talking trash like that. I just can't handle it. Somebody says, "Hey, Ruthie. So THT05BBY. Now, that's a mouthful. I wouldn't know how to pronounce that. I don't think I can actually pronounce that. It's just a combination of letters and zero. So here is a shout out to T THT05BBY says, "Hey Ruthie." Well, hey back to you. I'm just going to say BBY. Hey back to BBY. Justin Burgers. Hello, everybody. Well, hello to Justin Burgers. PHUCK says to Marcus Young, you can Google FFC and find the info. It's not guesswork. Marcus Young, FSC Trucking. Love you, brother. I got y'all's back. BBY, how are y'all doing? Well, you missed Steven. Steven was here, but he left to go buy some cheesecake. True story. He got so hungry for cheesecake during a live. We were sitting here doing a live, and he got so hungry for cheesecake that he went to go get cheesecake. Now, not a cheesecake that's you can just take it out of the box and eat it. He's gonna have to mix it up and make it and everything. Um, Kyle Lockerbie. Hello, Kyle Lockerbie. Uh, Greg Black. Foul language is a sign of low intelligence. I'm going to actually agree with that, Greg Black. If every other word is a curse word, then you're just using that for filler words, okay? Because you can't think of any other intelligent thing to say that you're just using that for filler words, and I just can't handle it. Um, I get so offended when somebody can't even finish a sentence without a curse word. It's just like, really, you don't have any other language skills besides cursing. So I just can't handle all that. And let me be clear, I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, because I'm not. The Bible says that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. That's Romans 3:23. All, that would include me, all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. So I am not perfect. I have sinned that I have to confess. 1 John 1:9 says, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us of our sins. So I'm not without sin. And I'm certainly not a perfect person. And all you got to do is ask Stephen about that. We've been married 22 years by God's grace. By God's grace, Stephen has stayed with me for 22 years. But I say that knowing that we all have our things, but I personally cannot stand a potty mouth. I just can't handle it. So unless the video has something to do specifically about Tim, because like I said, Stephen, is Tim's owner operator, or if it's about us, then I have to stomach through it. But all this other stuff, I just, I have other things to watch. Let's see. Oh, there's some conversations going on in the comments saying, Mr. Welcome Back Home Cheesecake. And don't forget to go back and put your Mr. in there like you thought you were going to. Is talking to Willie. Willie's Pub is back. CeeLo says, let's get back to trucking pay. No mind to trolls. Yeah, there's a lot of trolls out there. That's true. And the bigger you are on YouTube, in fact, we thought it was kind of funny, actually, to know that our channel is, quote, so big, and look at my little quotation marks, okay? Our channel is so big now that we would attract the attention of trolls, because the bigger you are, the more trolls you're going to have. Willie's Pub, stop over to the pub. Welcome back. Okay, so there's some conversation going on between Cheesecake and Willie. Willie says, where did Stephen go? I just got back. Well, the story of the night, Mr. Willie's Pub, is that Stephen has gone to go get a cheesecake mix at the local Dollar General store, and that is true, true, true. The Mr. Cheesecake channel, just the title of his channel inspired Stephen to go buy cheesecake. Now that's the power of suggestion right there. If you're the channel name is Welcome Home Cheesecake, and then it inspires Stephen to go buy cheesecake. That's pretty good job there. Welcome Home Cheesecake. And then you said you're going to go back and you're going to put the Mr. later. Marcus Young, I wish they would leave FSC Trucking and Timmy Gentry alone. They are stars. Well, yes, Marcus, I wish they would just leave everybody alone. Okay, but some channels, that their only content, Mr. Young, and as you well know, some channels, that's all they want to do is make videos about other YouTubers because they're not creative enough to come up with their own content. They're not creative enough to develop their own content, that their only content is to harass and pick on other channels, and then they're trying to get the views from that. So it is rather unfortunate, really. I love your comment, Mr. Willie. Love it. Then I must be a big time YouTuber because I have many trolls. Well, I don't know how many subscribers you have right now. I apologize that I don't know your numbers. Please forgive me on that. But if you have trolls, then I guess you're in the big league. Yes, everybody's still talking about Stephen going and buying cheesecake. So I see that in the comments. You enjoy your trolls, Mr. Willie? Well, if you enjoy them and you engage in them, then more power to you. I mean, that's your choice. I mean, if you enjoy engaging in the trolling behavior, then that's fine. But that's not for me. That's not something that I enjoy. But if you enjoy being trolled, and if you enjoy people making channels with your picture, because that's happened to me 3 times now. I've had some stupid fake YouTube channels made now using my profile picture. And that hasn't been a very pleasant experience. Let's see. JF was a no-show again for lunch. I was 7.3 miles from where he lives, and he refused to leave home. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know what that's about. I'm sure you're talking to somebody else in the comments about that. Willie's Pub, I love everybody. If they need me to get them through the day, God bless them. Marcus Young, yes, it's sad. I really hope the best for FFC Trucking and Timmy Gentry. They love heavy hauling, flatbedding. Not much truckers are successful in tying down loads correctly. Excuse me. I know it's kind of rude. I apologize. Many people have asked Stephen if he was interested in doing the heavy haul. And lots of people think that Tim is keeping Stephen from the heavy haul. And I just wanted to say I need to clarify, that's not true. Stephen is not interested in doing heavy haul. He would do it if Tim really came to him and said, I'm in a pickle. I really need another driver to do this. I'm in a bind. Would you please consider doing the heavy haul? Maybe just for this one time, for this one incident. Stephen might do it under those circumstances, but he's just not interested in doing the heavy haul. He has done heavy haul at different times where he's had to have all the permits and he's had to have the um, pilot cars and all of that. And it's just not for him. It's not for everybody. And he actually got a lot of tickets. It was a very bad experience for him, and he got a lot of tickets that way. And I also want to say that Stephen is 30 years older than Tim Gentry. Tim just turned 33 last month. Stephen is going to be 63 in like 10 days, 10 or 11 days. So there is a big difference. Tim's in his 30s, Stephen is in his 60s. And 3 decades of age on you is a big difference when it comes to taking all the risks for heavy haul and all the stress. And Stephen said that that is a heart attack waiting to happen with all the things that you have to do for the heavy haul. And he's just not into it. Um, oh, thank you, Cheesecake. It's your live. If you need a drink of water, help yourself. Thank you. And I'm amazed that 24 people are still with me, even though that Stephen is gone. I'm amazed by that. So to the 24 people that are still watching me, thank you that I'm worthy enough to watch without Stephen. Thank you. Will Tim Gentry Will Tim Gentry and FFC along with Crystal Miller continue working together? Well, that's I can't answer that. That's out of my league. I mean, that's not my business of circles. I don't know if they're going to work together or not. FFC is a great guy, according to Mr. Cheesecake. Marcus Young. That's why so many crashes occur from rookie drivers. I see it daily. Only the big dogs win. It shows. Justin Berger says, I love Timmy Gentry and FSC trucking. Willie's Pub. OMG. I'm going to be 62 on August the 3rd. Well, happy early birthday. And my birthday, Willie, is 3 days before you. My birthday is July 31, and I will be 47 on July 31. So you're going to be 62. So Stephen is a year older than you. Stephen was born July 14th, 1962. So he's going to be 63. 63. Oh, Mr. Cheesecake, are you 63? Are you saying you're 63, Mr. Cheesecake? Happy birthday, Stephen. Troy Vlog Channel. Yo. That's a good word. Yo. Okay, well, yo back to Troy Vlog Channel. James Corley, you're welcome. Well, that's nice, Mr. Cheesecake. I really appreciate that comment. That's a very nice comment. People are still watching because you know how to have a good intellectual conversation. And then Pubs at Willie's Pub. I agree with you, Cheesecake. Well, I appreciate that. That is a self-esteem booster. That's a confidence booster. I know that Stephen and I have an energy where we play off each other. I mean, he's Big Belly and I'm Bumbles, and together we are Big Belly Bumbles. we play off each other's energy, and we kind of have a tag team effort. And so, and I know that Steven is really the star of the channel. I mean, I don't work on trucks. I'm not the mechanic. Half the things that Steven does, I'm clueless. I'm completely ignorant about half the things that Steven can do to a truck. He's the brains about all of this. I'm just the one with the camera and filming and say, Steven, tell me what you're doing. So I know you all watch the channel because of Steven's content, and we would not have content without Steven. And that's why I have my own channel. Shameless plug. Shameless plug for my own channel. So if you go down on our homepage, on the Big Belly Bumbles homepage, and you go down where it says other channels, there is a link to my personal channel, which is called Ruthie B. Galatians 2:20 Christ in Me. And I have a lot of videos that I take over from the Big Belly Bumbles that I put on my personal channel, but I have original videos that I make, original content for my channel, where Stephen is not the star of my channel. So again, if you go to the homepage for Big Belly Bumbles and you go all the way down where it says other channels, there is my picture, my icon, and it says Ruthie B. Galatians 2:20 Christ in Me. So if you are not subscribed to the 23 people that are watching me now, if you are not subscribed to that, or you didn't even know that I had my own channel, now you do. So check it out, and there is some duplicate content. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but I have some original content too. So if you'd like to support me on my own channel, I'm almost at 1,800. I'm right at almost 1,800, whereas we have almost 9,000 on this channel. So Stephen is the star of this channel, and I have my own channel. James Mason. Hello from Oklahoma. Well, hello, James Mason from Oklahoma. And Larry June is watching. Justin Burgers. I love Stephen. Well, that's very nice. That's very nice of you, Justin Burgers, to say you love Stephen. Mr. G from YouTube is awesome. You should fix the truck. Would go faster. Well, I cannot fix trucks. I'm not a fixer. I can't fix anything. And Stephen is out of my league as far as, I think that Stephen can fix anything. He is truly a MacGyver. My husband is truly a MacGyver. He can fix any and everything. I'm just the documenter. I'm the one that follows him around with the camera. I'm just the documenter. Cheesecake. I just subscribed to your channel. I didn't know that it existed. Thank you, Mr. Cheesecake. Now, again, you will see some of the same videos on our Big Belly Bumbles channel, but I do have original content that is not on the BBB channel, on my channel. And I think I hear Stephen. Stephen is back. I can hear the 350. Stephen is back. Y'all, those of you that stayed, Stephen is back. Willie's pub. What happened to Big Al? I think Willie's pub took him down. Did you take down somebody's channel, Mr. Willie? I love Big Belly Bubbles. I know that that's a typo. I know that was an accident. It's not bubbles, like you're gonna blow some bubbles. It's bumble, obviously, like a bumblebee. But typos are very easy, and so I know you meant bumbles. I love Big Belly Bumbles, FFC, Timmy Gentry, and the best three truckers rolling. We rolling that coil. Yeah, I always try to tell people that it's not bubble, as in you're blowing bubbles. It's a bumble, like a bumblebee with an S. James Corley, I pray that Tim can keep Stephen busy. Yes. Yes, we hope that he returns in 3 weeks with the boats. We do. We hope that the Malibu boats pick back up. He just didn't want to pull the reefer with frozen chicken meat to Jersey. There was going to be some complications with that, and so he said he's going to wait that out. YouTube is awesome. Yes, you can. No, Mr. G. I don't have the ability to fix things. I'm not a fixer. And he says, I can teach anyone with a brain. Well, then that must make you a really awesome teacher. That's amazing. Um, and Stephen really did enjoy meeting you, by the way. It was the highlight of his coming home. Let me tell you, it was the highlight of his coming home. And he told you the reasons why he didn't film you. And I was like, you didn't film him? You didn't film him? You didn't film meeting another person from YouTube? And you and I know the reasons why he didn't film you. And I'm not going to get into that here, but he would have liked to have filmed you. He would have liked to have made a video about meeting up with somebody on YouTube. That's always a fun video to make when we can do that. But it just didn't work out. But the thing is, he enjoyed meeting you. Mr. YouTube is awesome. He just enjoyed it. Stephen, what's up, brother? Well, Marcus Young, Stephen's gonna be walking in the door any minute with cheesecake mix. He's home now. I heard the truck. Hopefully he has the cheesecake. Yes, I hope he went to the store specifically for cheesecake mix. So Willie's Pub, yes, ma'am. Some channels need to be taken down. Trolls are not welcome. So all right, so you actually were successful to take down a channel, Mr. Willie's Pub. Justin Burgers, where are your cats? Well, my cats are still outside. It's not quite 8:30 when I try to get them in. I try to get them in before the coyotes come in. So they're still outside. But I do try to get the cats in at night because we have foxes, we have raccoons, we have coyotes that would love to make our cats their meal. And I don't want my cats. When my cats catch something, they catch a rabbit, they catch a snake, they catch a mole, and they do catch snakes, by the way. Mice, a lot of mice. It's okay for my cats to be the predators, but it's not okay for my cats to be the prey. And I don't want my cats to be the prey. So I do try to get them in at night. Willie's Pub. Yeah, Stephen was thinking about taking a reefer full of chicken meat up to New Jersey. That's what he was going to do instead of the Malibu boats for 3 weeks. But there's a variety of reasons why he chose not to do that. Just a bunch of reasons, actually. It would have meant having to get a new set of tires, and that's the biggest reason. And we're going to try to get our new tires more towards right when winter starts. We didn't want to charge. We didn't want to have to charge new tires, and we actually just can't just flat out afford to buy all brand new tires right now without charging them, and we didn't want to do that. The AI keyboard keeps changing it. Marcus Young. Ruth can learn anything. It's just a matter of sitting there and messing with parts and just winging it. Well, Mr. Young, I do appreciate that. I do. But at the same time, with you and Mr. YouTube is awesome, you do have to have some type of mechanical. I hear the door opening. Aha! You're back with cheesecake. Show everybody.
They're
thank
still
you.
putting up with you.
He got the paper towels and the garbage bags.
I didn't get garbage bags.
Oh.
I knew there was something I was forgetting.
Well, he got paper towels, but he didn't get garbage bags. Well, show us your cheesecake. Everybody's been wanting to know where you were at. I had to tell everybody that you had gone.
Y'all been putting up with Ruthie this whole time?
When they want you to show them the cheesecake. When is he gonna bring the cheesecake in to show us? It's okay. So there you go. Look what you inspired, Mr. You inspired this, Mr. Cheesecake. Welcome home, cheesecake. Oh, there's two.
We'll make them both at one time.
So we showed you the cheesecake. Mr. G, YouTube is awesome. He told me I was too fat and ugly. That I wouldn't fit in the screen. Now you know that's not true. Stephen, Mr. YouTube is awesome. It's being funny. He said that you didn't film him because you told him he was too fat and ugly and wouldn't fit in the screen.
Is that what I said?
Did you say that to
I didn't say that.
him? Hey, I think he's just teasing, Stephen. Well, thank you for getting the paper towels, even though you did forget the garbage bags. Thank you for getting the paper towels.
Being ungrateful.
No, I said thank you for getting the paper
Well,
towels.
she's yelling at me, ladies and gentlemen.
Willie's Pub. We have alligator snakes and foxes over here in Sarasota, Florida. Well, I would not want my two precious black cats. I would not want them to be in the jaws of an alligator at all. So, no, thank you for that. Marcus Young. YouTube is awesome. It's just being funny. Stephen did not say that he was fat and ugly. He's just being funny. Stephen would never insult our viewers that way. Justin Burgers. Stephen, Justin Burger says hello, and he also says that he loves you. Justin Burger says he loves you. That's what he said. He said, I love Stephen.
Nice to be loved.
Oh, did you hear that? Steven says it's nice to be loved. Willie's Pub says, you guys are great. Well, thank you, Mr. Willie. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that we're great. We're not perfect people. By no means, we're not perfect people. But I'm glad you like our channel. Mr. Cheesecake says, we love Ruthie. Oh, well, Mr. Cheesecake says he loves me. We love Ruthie. Well, thank you, Mr. Cheesecake, and how you inspired Stephen to run. We don't have a local Dollar General store at all because we live like around Mennonites. I mean, we have like horse and buggy people all around us, so we don't have a local Dollar General store. So he had to run 10 miles out of town to go get that cheesecake mix, all because of your channel name. Let's see. Willie's Pub. Not only Ruthie, but Stephen also. Well, it's nice to be loved. Thank you so much. Willie's Pub. You guys are just like me and my wife. The only difference is I don't know no longer to put her on YouTube. Oh, you don't want your wife to be on YouTube at all? Does she say things that she shouldn't say? Marcus Young. Yay, Stephen is here. So, Stephen, listen to this. Are you listening, Stephen? Marcus Young says, yay, Stephen is here. Ruth is, aw, that's so sweet. Ruth is a sweetheart. If anyone can learn how to use a computer, you can do anything. It's pretty much wanting to learn more skills. Just try to play around with bolts and nuts. Well, Mr. Marcus, I really appreciate your kind comments. Thank you. It's heartfelt and I really appreciate it. So thank you for that. You wouldn't believe me, wink, wink, if I told you that my maiden name, the B, because I remember I'm Ruthie B, my maiden name is BOLDT, not BOLT like nuts and bolts, but BOLDT. I get that hard D in there. BOLDT is my maiden name. And but people do think of like either a lightning bolt or nuts and bolts when they think of my last name. So that's kind of funny. So like, when I got married to Stephen, I didn't want a hyphenated name. I didn't want to do the hyphenated thing, but I legally on my social security card, my legal identity, I changed my middle name to my maiden name. So I was born Ruth Elizabeth. Elizabeth was my middle name for 25 years. Ruth Elizabeth Bolt for 25 years. But when I got married, oh, I can hear the mixer's going. He's mixing it up, Mr. Cheesecake. I can hear the mixer going. When I got married, I legally changed my name to Ruth. Not Ruthie. I just go by Ruthie. But my legal name is Ruth. Ruth Bolt Howard. And so that B for my maiden name. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's what my B stands for. But the truth is, Mr. Marcus, I'm sure I could learn, and Mr. YouTube is awesome, and Mr. Marcus Young, I'm sure I could learn to do some of it, but there's two things going on. I don't have the natural mechanical ability, and I do know that you have to have some natural mechanical ability, which I do not have, and also just the interest. And I'm going to be honest, just the interest. I'm not truly interested in learning to do half the things that Stephen does. I have my own interest and I have my own talents. And so I think it's amazing what Stephen can do, but I have my own interest. And so don't have mechanical ability. That would be a hardship for me. And I don't have the interest. So if I did have the interest, that probably would be a motivating factor. Um, So, Stephen, Mr. Cheesecake is awesome, is saying in the comments, he's saying, now he is inspiring me to go buy the mix instead of store made cheesecake. Did you hear that, Stephen? He said, now he is inspiring me to go buy the mix instead of the store made cheesecake. Okay, Marcus Young. Stephen and Ruth are amazing. Well, thank you, Mr. Young. Thank you, Mr. Marcus. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I always want to express gratitude. The attitude of gratitude. That's my life's motto, attitude of gratitude. YouTube is awesome. My boss is a huge a-hole. Maybe Stephen can stop by after. Stephen's in there laughing. My boss is a huge a-hole. Maybe Stephen can stop by after 4 or when we get off work someday so that I can really talk to Stephen and we can do his tires when he gets some cash. Well, I like that idea. Did you hear that, Stephen?
I can't hear over the microwave.
Oh, he's got the microwave going. Yes, Stephen was not impressed, Mr. G, with your boss. And it was your boss that prohibited Stephen's ability to film you. And he was not impressed at all with your boss. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So Mr. G writes, my boss is an a-hole. Maybe Stephen can stop by after 4 or when we get off work someday so that I can really talk to Stephen and we could do his tires when he gets some cash. And Stephen's in there laughing. No, you know he's in Oklahoma.
Oh.
We're talking about Mr. G in Oklahoma.
Oh.
Don't get confused. That cheesecake in there is making him high. Yeah, we just don't want to charge tires. I mean, we want to be able to have the actual money to actually pay for the tires. We have enough debt as it is without charging tires. I mean, we're going to be in debt for the rest of our lives. It seems that way, okay? It seems that way that we're going to be in debt the rest of our lives. Willie's Pub. She doesn't say things you shouldn't say. There's trolls out there that betrayed the women as something that they're not. I think you know what I'm saying. Yes, I do. I do understand you. I hear you loud and clear, Mr. Willie's Pub. Because of the fake channels that were created using my picture, I hear you loud and clear on that one. Justin Burgers. I love you, Ruthie, as a friend. Well, thank you, Mr. Justin. I appreciate that. Thank you for your shout out. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you. YouTube is awesome. We have a pit so Stephen could see under his jaw. Hey, did you know that, Stephen? That's cool, Mr. G. I almost said your name. Sorry. That's cool. I got to be secretive, code and everything. Stephen, he's saying that in his shop they have a pit, like like an oil change pit,
Yeah.
And so he's saying that you could see underneath your truck. So in other words, you could have your truck up and then you could like work on it from underneath.
I know what a pit is.
Well, I know you know what a pit is, but I mean, I wasn't trying to not say you didn't know, but that's really cool. Um, Marcus Young, you're welcome. Pretty much get a piece of wood, put in a nail, and build on top of that into something cool. It's just like coloring. Excuse me. Well, pardon me. Wow, excuse me. Um,
Well, all I need is a cup of coffee. I got my cheesecake made.
Show him your empty. Wait, bring it back. Show him your favorite coffee cup. He drinks out of a mason. He drinks out of a mason jar. It's a glass mason jar, and that's his coffee cup. And people have noticed that. People have noticed that he doesn't drink out of a regular coffee cup. That he drinks out of a mason jar for his coffee cup. And he does love that dark Italian, 8 o'clock dark Italian roast, whole bean, where he grinds it up. And whereas I have my glasses are reflecting again, I can see the reflection. Sorry about that reflection. This is probably better. Sorry. These are just reading glasses anyway. But they're funny looking when they reflect. So there is one person, and I apologize. I cannot think for the life of me. I just cannot think of who it is. But there is one person on our YouTube channel that watches our videos, and he had given up coffee for years, had just given it up, was no longer a coffee drinker for years. And then Stephen started just really talking about his 8 o'clock dark Italian roast coffee, the whole bean. You have to grind it, and he has made many, 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 many videos about his love of this coffee. And this man,
I'm fixing to have cheesecake.
and this man started buying the same brand, the same whole beans, and loves it. Loves it. Now, I wish that we can get a commission on that. I mean, obviously we can't, but I wish that we could. That would be amazing to know that we could get a commission on somebody going over and liking coffee just because of Steven's advertising of it. Maybe commission's not the right word. Maybe that's just not the right word, but what is the right word? Sponsorship. Wish we can get a sponsorship for dark Italian roast coffee whole bean, because that would be amazing, because people have already, well, at least one person anyway is hooked on it because of Steven. So Steven loves his coffee and cheesecake. I do appreciate you getting the paper towels, so thank you. Mr. Cheesecake says, "Show us the cheesecake." Well, he just mixed it up. It probably needs to get a little firm. Probably. YouTube is awesome. Some of the Hollander tires are pretty cheap. Search Hollander. Okay, when it comes time, Mr. G, when it comes time for Steven to actually be able to purchase tires, maybe that's something that we can, I'll have to remember Hollander, so thank you. Willie's Pub, we need to see, everybody wants to see the cheesecake, Steven.
Hold up, I got to blend up some strawberries.
Hey, bring out come here, can you bring the strawberries real quick? Come here, bring the strawberries. So today, he bought 2 things of strawberries from the produce.
I'm fixing to blend them up, see?
Well, you gotta cut the tops off.
Then leave the tops on there.
No, you're gonna blend up the tops?
Why not?
You're not gonna cut the tops of the strawberries off?
Why should I?
Okay. So, Willie's Pub, we need to see the cheesecake. Well, he's gonna blend up some strawberries. Steven, I think that we have, Steven, before you do that, excuse me, pardon me. Steven, I'll be right back, all right? Just excuse me for a moment. Steven, I think we have some strawberry, I think we have some strawberry sauce. Excuse me. Yes, we do. Excuse me. Yes, we do. Steven some work. Look at that. Smuckers. He might still mix some real strawberries in there. But he didn't think that we had any. Can y'all see that? Smucker's strawberry topping. Look at that. Ooh, Smucker's. Smucker's strawberry topping. So he did have. We have the real strawberries, but all right. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I gotta go take this back to the kitchen. Be right back. All right. Well. I just dropped some papers. Oh. Let's see, actually. Oh, actually, this was the receipt from the dollar store. Oh, this is the receipt that he dropped from the dollar store. Oh my, he brought in the goodies. So the paper towels were $10.50. And then he bought 2 boxes of Jell-O cheesecake, and they were $3.65 each. Oh, that's the blender. Y'all hear the blender? I really wish he hadn't forgotten the trash bags. I was down to 1 trash bag, and that is the trash bag that is in my trash can now. I'm just down to the 1 trash bag. But he did get the paper towels. So it was a Jell-O brand. It was a Jell-O brand cheesecake, and it was $3.65 a box. And he's mixing up both boxes right now. And then we did have the strawberry. I guess he's going to mix the actual real strawberries with the strawberry topping. I guess he's going to do that. Okay.
All right, you're in my chair.
What? How in the world?
Look out.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. That's fast. That is
Stop, settle down, Richie. Settle down.
It's so fast. It's so fast.
I can't believe you still got 7 people in here.
17.
Are y'all all right, ladies and gentlemen? Richie didn't put you in shock, did she?
Oh, he's got a show them. Hold it up. Show them.
Oh, here's a cheesecake that somebody inspired me to get. There you go.
Let's see. Yes, I put real strawberries on the cheesecake.
See, y'all been in here so long that I went to the store, got a cheesecake, built the cheesecake, and now I'm eating the cheesecake.
Yes, he had to travel to go get the cheesecake.
First I dropped it, so.
Justin Burgers, Gentry and Son Trucking's voice. Gentry and Son Trucking voice.
Here we go.
Willie's Pub. Stephen.
Woohoo! Now you can mention cheesecake name all you want.
Oh, I'm not going to get a fork. And is that both of them?
You ain't getting
Oh, yes, I am.
No,
yes, I am.
Look at what y'all did. See, I can't leave the house 5 minutes. Y'all got Richie trying to eat my cheesecake.
Is that really both boxes mixed together?
No, it's only 1 box.
Is it? Let me try it.
You got to answer questions.
Well, okay. I got my spoon, everybody. I got my spoon.
Oh, that's like real strawberries.
How do you get your plants to grow so big? Oh, they're talking about the plants in our window.
Wow, AJ, those plants are like 10 years old.
No, they're older than AJ.
They were.
Older than
we
AJ.
started them before AJ was born, and we took them to the church, and the church has got like 20-foot walls, and so they grew to the ceiling.
When the bag gets full, just turn it inside out and start over. Did he put a scoop of ice cream? No, we don't have ice cream. You didn't buy ice cream, did you?
I don't want ice cream yet.
Oh, Willie's Pub says, if Steven doesn't give you any of that cheesecake, don't give him any. Oh, don't give him any pudding tonight.
You can't have none.
Let me have a bite of it, please.
No. Here, no. Here.
Don't give him any pudding tonight.
Here, that's all you get.
No.
Yes, it's all you get.
Is that really both boxes of cheesecake? Is that really?
Eat it.
Okay, all
I don't
right.
want it all over the place. Then go away.
Go away.
Yeah, go
Go
away.
away. I want another bite. You're not gonna eat all of
If
that,
you're
are you?
real nice, I'll save you some.
Well, I gotta get the cats in anyway. It's getting too dark. Oh, Willie's Pub says no pudding tonight.
I thought you was taking off, Willie.
He came back because we've been doing this for 2.5 hours now. Oh, look, Mr. Cheesecake says to give me some. He says be nice to Ruthie. Please let me have another
I
scoop.
really like the strawberries.
Let me have another scoop.
Uh-uh.
But Mr. Cheesecake, he's the one that inspired you to go get it. So he says to let me have some. Yay! Y'all look. Woo!
No, her name's Bumbles. Man, Ruthie, you stick it right. Golly! Holy cow! You just ate half of the freaking cake in 2 bites.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Holy cow!
No, I didn't.
Man.
Mm.
See what happens when you try to be nice? You get taken advantage of.
All right, I need to go get my cats in. So Kevin Cummings is here. Big Belly is the Dunkin' man. Probably like from Dunkin' Donuts or Dunkin' Coffee or something.
Yeah, I made some donuts the other night. I like them though.
Okay, you all, please, for the 19 people that are still on, it is getting to be twilight, and we have 2 black cats outside that I don't want them to be eaten by coyotes. So if you will please excuse me.
They're not out there right now.
Well, where are they at?
They're not ready to come in.
They're going to come in. So please excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and sign off on my end. And
Well, then we're going to get off here.
Oh, are we going to get off?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, y'all, look, Mr. Cheesecake, you inspired this. Like Mr. Cheesecake.
She'll eat that in 2 bites.
No, Mr. Cheesecake inspired this. Are we going to sign off now?
Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to, Richie's going to be sick after eating all this cheesecake. So, thanks for entertaining Ricky B while I was out the store and back. Hit a couple birds on the way home, and anyway, cheesecake was that was a great idea.
Yeah.
So now that I've violated my keto,
that's right. And Mr. YouTube is watching too. He knows you're not the keto man anymore.
But hey, I weigh in at 169 pounds this morning. How many of y'all can say that?
I got a heart from Mr. Cheesecake. Gave me a heart. Heart back to you. All right, so are we going to do this? Say, I'm Big Belly. Say it.
I'm Big Belly.
And I'm Bumbles.
And together we are
Big Belly
Bumbles.
Good
Golly.
night, everybody.
Don't forget to ring that bell.
Good night.